It's quality control. My name is Lavinia Lavolio. 3 years ago, I started Lavolio Boutique Confectionery. I have a 9-year career as an investment banker before I even thought about doing anything food related. I basically found myself wanting a change, and I consider myself really lucky of having had that experience of working for 9 years for an investment bank, but it wasn't defining who I am. And when I had that chance, the idea of taking like a white blank sheet and then redesigning basically what was my career, the first thing that I did was to go back to the kitchen. For me, I always had this passion for food. I grew up in a farm where everything we had for dinner or for lunch was basically somehow from our farm. When I was in banking, I still would cook a lot. But then when I stopped my financial career, the first thing I did, I went to train as a chef. Because for me, it made sense. I thought I was going to become a restaurateur or a pâtissier, but I still was in the kitchen having so much fun making things that's what got me started and having had the idea of this using the sugar coating as a natural preservative, which is an age-old traditional technique that is used traditionally to make sugared almonds. What I did was playing with different also textures. So it's not only the different flavors that you find in Arabian Nights, but it's also the crunchy, the soft, the juicy. And when you open the tin, you can actually see that nestled into the glassine paper, you have so many different types of shapes. And you can go from something quite small and petite like this sugar-coated rose water jelly to a real pine nut. That is a pine nut that has been sugar-coated. Food markets gave me the experience to see that actually so many customers actually really loved it and enjoyed it and wanted to gift it. So the whole concept of the brand and the packaging makes it really, really gifty. It's the second step. And then from there I also learned how to go from having a product to having a product sold in other stores. So now we supply 400 different farm shops, delis, gift stores all around the country, do a little bit abroad as well. So yeah, I mean, this is something that I didn't really specifically plan, but I learned how to do it. And I think that's key, you know, I learn something new every single day. Another one inspired by the floral nature of Turkish Delight. It's a jelly, again, made with apple peel, so it's completely vegetarian with that juiciness to it. So it's got a hard shell, but then once you crunch, you bite into it, it becomes soft. And I'm just having. To be honest, you know, I'm obsessed with my product, but I also you know, I do this job every day with so much passion because I see the reaction that I get in customers, and I think putting their experience at the center is what makes a huge difference. This is my take on the Indian after dinner treat, but inside, instead of having a little aniseed, it's got a coffee bean. So the bitterness of the coffee is the last thing you taste. So first you taste the sweetness, then it's the aniseed, and then finally you crunch through the coffee bean, and then that's the beautiful bitterness Italian coffee that stays in your mouth. So this is also, we call it sometimes a coffee digestive. The biggest challenge as an entrepreneur for myself is, I guess, the lonely factor, the fact that you're on your own and you have to take every decision. So sometimes you don't really know what I mean, a lot of the times I know where I want to be, but I don't really know in the immediate what is it that what is the decision that is the right decision in that moment. So that part, I find it quite challenging because yeah, it's continuous, but also what I find is the right attitude, or how I basically sleep soundly at night, is that I really believe that I'm learning something new every day. So how do you establish your credibility? I mean, of course you need to be completely meticulous, on time, competent. You need to know everything about your competitors, not only yourself and your product. Do your homework. So the list is endless. But yes, so that is a must. You must set the bar really, really high on yourself and on your team. And building a team, I guess that's it's not really a skill. It's something you learn, and you make mistakes and you learn. And But that's, you know, having the right people around you make a world of difference. And every entrepreneur that is building a growing business will tell you the same, you know. Fruit Garden is a more refreshing, less chocolatey, I would say, box. And it's made with real fruit pieces. The idea of this is that it's wonderful, for example, with a cheese board after dinner. So Decadent Spice is I guess my signature collection. One of my customers once called it an exotic bird's nest. But yeah, these are the spiky almond is the one with almond, unrefined sugar, cinnamon and honey. The honey is great. And then the red one, the fairy one, are pistachios with chili chocolate. So Nutty Forest is our best seller, which is nutty and chocolatey. But what's beautiful about it is that it's not just nuts and chocolate, it's got all these different textures. So you do have almonds, hazelnut, pistachios, but you also have the white chocolate, the dark chocolate, and also the gianduja chocolate. You also have pistachio with vanilla. You will see someone really loves the pebbly one, someone goes crazy for the pistachio with the vanilla, and then maybe your friend likes the green one. You know, it's all about trying all the different flavors and deciding what's your favorite.